You guys all wake up. You hear a gentle ticking like of a great-grandfather clock. You all are naked in bed. Fortunately, separate beds, separate rooms. You can tell that your buddies are nearby. And you hear a tick, tick, tick. It smells a bit like lemony pledge. And everybody give me a sanity roll as you realize that you are back in old Burlington.
Burlington?
Am I underwater?
No, which is odd. You're not sure exactly what's going on here. And before you get angry at the RPCs, that I've put a communications lockdown until this weekend has passed, and then you guys can discuss whatever you want. Because stuff.
No. I'm not getting angry with the others.
Not yet.
Or not telling us about it.
No, you will. if you
Come
make...
on. I mean, if considering who some of the other people have played, I'm sure they've screwed something up and released some great evil. As I said on Facebook, what great evil have you released this time?
If you make your sanity roll at 0, if you fail it, no, everybody made it. Great. You guys are just like, meh. And yeah, it's like, we fought weird shit before. This I'm waking up now. In your room, the only possession item things that you see, I mean, there's the normal furniture. You can even see some of it drawn. Everybody's got their own wardrobe, a bed. There's a chair in the middle of the room that has a 1950s style suit. Fortunately, Sheila, you are not stuck wearing women's clothing, which throughout the ages, we've done our best to torture women, not only by paying them less, but making them wear the most restrictive clothing possible so that they can barely move and maybe go into some sort of fainting spells occasionally. Because we're dicks. I don't know why. And women do it to themselves. I like high heel shoes. Yeah, fucking break that ankle. Woo! So... Anyway, that's the style of suit there next to the, here, move map. Boom. So the...
Is there a hat?
Yes,
exactly.
Of course. In the 1950s, everybody was paid to go outdoors wearing hats.
So tie as well, or is it more casual weekend lounge?
Just like that picture there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see the picture. I got my character expanded.
Of course you're wearing a tie. It's 1950s. Everybody wears a tie. Now, fortunately, all the suits are made to fit you.
All of them?
Well, not just you, Pete. I mean, each of you has their own fitting suit. If you fucking trade suits, it's not going to fit you, okay?
Yeah.
Pete's been getting crispy this time off.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, I shall. Is there a basin?
Yes, there is. The furniture in total includes one of those kind of tallish tables, basin. There's also a chamber pot or a down under or whatever you want to call it, or gazunda, wardrobe, and a mirror so that you can check the rakish angle of your hat before going out.
Is that why they call it the down under?
Is there a dressing gown?
On the back of the door, yes.
All right. I shall put the dressing gown on first, and I'll look out the window actually.
Wow, it's not quite Burlington. It looks as though it's an expanded, larger Burlington with lots of other buildings.
I'm not even going to ask where the tarot cards were.
They were, for ease, they were like in the suit pocket.
Okay.
I mean, the other way is fun too, but I don't want to... You wake up with tarot cards stuffed up your ass. Congratulations.
It might have been fun only for Freddy.
Yeah, he's got issues.
All right. So it's Burlington, but a bit more expanded, I see. Yes, so I'll put the bathrobe on and go to the bathroom.
As a matter of fact, with the caveats that are in this, this is a bubble map of At least most of the area. There's other shit that if you wish to explore and chart, you may. It's up to you. No worries. You go outdoors for ease because I don't know if they actually put a bathroom. Wait, is it G? No. Yeah. I made the bathroom A because I couldn't find their fucking bathroom.
You've got A as the front bedroom.
Yeah, I don't love that anymore, so you go there to take a dump.
B is storeroom, bathroom. G.
Oh, B is supposed to be a bathroom? Fine.
But it says storeroom / bathroom.
I like A being the shitter better. Just ignore whatever's there.
Well, it looks like it's a bathroom off a sitting area almost, or something weird.
It's a good place to hang out and wait for somebody else to get done taking a massive dump or whatever. No worries. You do everybody senses 2 buddies nearby. Mm-hmm. Also, you notice as you're going out into the hallway, it's approximately here, roughly, where the grandfather clock is standing. However, have you ever seen those vape guys that put out the big smoke? Like, that's almost fucking solid because there's so much of it. Mm-hmm. The grandfather clock looks like some really committed vapors made it out of the smoke, and for some reason that's keeping in that form. But the smoke is still kind of swirling around. It appears that the whole thing, you can like see bits through it and stuff. But you can still read the hands of it. It's just a couple minutes after 9. You're presuming AM from it being daylighty outside.
And while does the general shape of it look the same? Does it look like the Louis
exactly the same? In fact, just for a reminder for people, in case it's been a while since they've gotten to see it, this is what it looked like before it became made of smoke. Also, everybody give me smell rolls. The place is on fire. You're in Australia. No!
It's actually raining outside at the moment. But,
it's raining fire, you say? Oh, God.
Half.
Ooh.
Nice. Those who made their smell rolls, you can smell the smell of bacon. Mm. Sheila, give me a listen roll.
Nope.
Cool. Everything's fine.
Sorry. There's no animal carcasses being mutilated for consumption.
Yeah.
I get dressed. I look in the mirror, see if I got this hat thing right. Not used to it. Looking out the window, and then heading out the hallway.
No worries. You see the door to A closing as you emerge into the hallway. Like somebody may be hiding from you in there.
Mm-hmm. I go and knock on it. Hey, hurry up.
Be a minute.
Okay.
Scott, give me a listen roll. You hear your 2 buddies and know which 2 are there, and you're thinking you could hide under your bed and they may not find you.
I go out into the hall and follow the smell of bacon.
You sure wish he'd put on some clothes before he was going adventuring today.
I said I put on the clothes earlier.
Sorry, I missed that.
I know he's wearing the hat.
He just didn't specify where, but it is on a rakish angle.
No worries. You go downstairs, and these 2 people are down there, and they're like, "Happy Friday! Breakfast?
Happy Friday indeed. Yes, please.
No worries. For breakfast, they have eggs, toast, and then the things that Dana might partake of: orange juice, coffee, and milk. Well, not milk.
She might eat toast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bacon.
Unless it has
Lots of
butter on
bacon.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's of course there's butter. I mean, there's.
No, it's even better than butter. They got dripping.
Ooh. Yeah, nothing better than carcass leftover stuck on your bread. Ah, that does sound good, actually.
Bread and dripping.
No worries, you dig in. People are super nice. There's a generous amount of food that they have in chafing dishes for you guys. It looks like you may be the only three staying here right now, or they've just set out 3 plates in order to mess with you.
Once I'm done with my ablutions, cleaning up, I'll go and get dressed and.
No problem. You see Dana Azul hanging out in the hallway with her hat on at a rakish angle.
Morning, Dana.
Morning.
Yes, I thought this might have been why Hellfire got changed. Hellwalk got changed, whatever it's called.
No problem. Are you wanting to do anything special in your room, Pete?
Besides getting dressed?
Yes.
Oh, it's just basically, just having a look through the cupboards and stuff and seeing if anybody's been leaving stuff behind. In
the wardrobe, you find all your normal adventuring shit, your bag that you take around with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So when he shows up to breakfast wearing that, immediately fucking Glenn stands up and goes, "Ah!"
My stuff.
I don't know anything about your stuff. This is my stuff. It's not your stuff.
Right.
Yeah, check your cupboard.
The lady looks a bit confused and she's like, "Happy Friday." She just ignores Glenn rushing off like, "My stuff!" And she ignores that and focuses on
How
the
are you
cake.
today, Mr. and Mrs. Cook?
Oh, it's lovely, lovely day. Yeah. So they serve you guys breakfast. Dana, when you get down there, you can have as much orange juice and coffee as you can stomach. Other than that, it's completely inedible. I mean, they're not even dry toast because they pre-butter it, and then there's extra butter nearby because, in America, it's getting as many calories as possible into you as quick as possible. That's what happened to me. Yeah, this is all leftovers from childhood. It's nothing to do with my adult habits.
I'll get my gear, go down to the dining area, have some orange juice and bean juice.
No problem. You guys are sitting around with all your gear on and such. Everybody give me an etiquette roll.
Do my fellow travelers, they look on how I expect them to look? Or...
Yeah, they're both wearing the same kind of suit you are. It's almost like you guys are, all shopping at the same place or something.
Damn it, I forgot to take my hat off when I sat down and started eating.
You totally did. All of you did. Take a card, McKay. You guys all realize it and look at it, and McKay's like, ah. They don't say anything about it, but you can tell that they're silently judging you.
So everyone's in the right bodies? No more, no weird snouts or anything?
It's weird. The draw one macro is not working.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I clicked on it and I didn't get a card, so I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Or you can reload the page and see if that fixes it.
That's all right. It's nothing world-shattering. It's not stopping me as long as I can roll dice on my character sheet.
Oh, wow. Nothing. I just tried hitting the move map macro. Let me try reloading, because there may be so many people attempting to watch porn right now that it's frozen the internet.
Skill whoring's coming up, so...
Okay. Yeah, let me drag your asses manually then, because there we go. Yeah.
go back downstairs and have second breakfast.
After you guys finish eating, what would you like to do?
I asked the owners, anything going around in town?
They look at you
going on?
completely blankly.
What's happening?
It's a beautiful day. There's not a lot of news going on. They look a bit confused.
You don't have a
at the
newspaper?
question.
You don't have the radio on listening to the news?
They look totally baffled at you as though you're speaking gibberish.
How's the Bobcats going?
Oh!
Aren't they playing tonight or something?
Tomorrow, the big game.
Sorry, the big game, yes. Are you in one of the bowling league playing tonight?
No, I'm not, he says. She, of course, doesn't bother to answer because there's no women's bowling league. That would be crazy. The casual sexism of the 50s. How Trump misses it. Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Who's your mayor in this town?
Logan has to look. They know right away who the fucking mayor is. Logan does not.
I must admit, I don't recall the mayor ever coming up previously myself.
Nobody else is giving a shit, but they have one.
That's interesting. I knew there was a sheriff. I never knew about a mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't surprise me if there is one.
They tell you the name of the mayor that I do not know right now. He is some fucking where. Yeah, I've never had anybody actually go. Oh, wait. City Hall. Hold on a second. I just found Town Hall. Who runs it? The mayor and judge is Theodore Carter, also known as Mayor Carter. Boom.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. His wife is Betsy Carter.
Okay.
They don't have any children.
So...
They just look at you like they're confused that you're still here.
We're having breakfast.
No, I said after you've gotten done eating breakfast, then what? Because these guys really don't have much else. She bustles and he polishes things.
Last I saw, this place was underwater.
It looks different outside the window as well.
Smaller.
I think it's changed. We might want to go for a bit of a walk and check her out. Now, Logan, do you have a downloadable version of that map just so I can put it on a different screen and not have to keep bringing it up?
No, but you could take a photo of it and make it into a JPEG.
Yeah, I'll do that. Or it's just that I keep having to put it away so I can bring up the character sheet and look at the other things. I want to have it open on another screen. That button there will do it.
And that's what made it explode. So, bit of a wander?
Yes.
Okay, now I've got a very simplified bubble map, as you can see. But to make it even easier, this is a copy-paste of the businesses on Main Street. And I will also show you some pictures of them because there's some familiar buildings. And yes, I have lots of pictures depending on where you go.
Close that.
Oh, that's perfect. Will move map work? Yes! Some of the businesses you may recognize. The pictures of the car is to give you an idea of the different cars as well as just how crude and primitive the controls are and how much fun they would be to drive if you, say, had a hook hand. The picture of the town in the upper right-hand part of the thing is not the specific buildings of this town. It's what the flavor of the town looks like, though.
Excel.
Now, I'm also assuming, unless you tell me we want to go into each and every place, I'm assuming that you're not going into each and every place. Oops.
Let's go into each and every place.
Fine. No problem.
Well, there is some of those places I am actually interested in going into
I'm totally good with that.
based on what they were previously to see if they're similar.
Okay.
Ovaltine rings are handy.
Oh my
Exactly,
God,
the
the players
study.
have such a fucking love of Ovaltine. Okay.
It's exactly the first place, one of the first places I was thinking of, yes.
I will go by alphabetical order if that's okay with you guys. Although the businesses are of course arranged hodgepodge.
And the other thing is we don't know what's changed of the places as well, if they've actually changed.
Yep. A&W Root Beer, they've got the soda jerk guy, the pinball machine. The pinball machine, it looks like it's plugged in and stuff. However, they have a sign on the counter which says only change for $1 per person, and it's basically per season, but they have it, kind of more vague than that. But I'm letting you guys know that it's per season. You get change for $1, which is essentially 4 things of whatever. And
the pinball machine is actually turned on and no longer has an out order sign on it.
Correct.
And we can actually read the language.
Yeah.
So that hasn't changed back again.
No, weird shit is going on.
I still have that quarter from old Burlington.
You can never tell. It could be an extra life quarter for all you know. I mean, I may have shamelessly ripped off that fucking movie, which the book was much, much better. But it also says on the sign, oddly, that tokens are non-transferable.
Interesting. We're going to transferable. I'll go up to the counter.
Hello, says the guy. He's
Good
wiping
morning.
the counter. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Could I get a quarter, please?
No, but I can give you change for $1.
Bill it to the bread and breakfast.
Yes, sir. He opens up the drawer and give me a spot at half, Pete.
Where's my character sheet? There it is. Spot at half. I'll just roll it and see if it's... no.
Cool. He digs in there and he comes out and it gives you these 4... they don't look exactly like quarters. They look like circular discs that are about the size of a quarter, except they're overly shiny and a little bit ghostly looking. Just a little bit like, ooh, like what the fuck is this? And he goes, there you go.
Thank you. I'll go over to Glenn. Does yours
Let's
look like
compare.
these anymore?
You pull out your quarter. It looks like a 1959 USA quarter.
Mine looks more real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you have any coin collecting skill or lore of
We all do.
US coin? Or
Let me roll my numismatism.
is that the fancy name of it?
Yeah.
Wow. I was a
Excuse me.
philatelist, but I never got into coin collecting.
I
Cool.
fumbled.
This thing is worth more than this entire place because it's got a rare misprint on it.
Fancy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you find the right buyer, of course.
All right. Do you two mind if I play a game?
Not at all. Plan on
All
looking over your shoulder very actively.
Now,
Alright.
the weird thing about the pinball machine is you know how they're normally covered in glass on the top? This isn't glass, but it has all the properties of glass. You can just kind of tell from like looking at it and touching it. It feels a little different, looks a little different. It's not quite glass. What the fuck it is, you're not even sure. Okay? But I'm going to need you to roll your play pinball skill and see how it goes on this quarter. Or token, or ghost token.
Alright.
Essentially, you're going to need to make it by, I believe, half to win a prize. Oh, quarter to win a prize, sorry. It's a nearly impossible roll, but you have to get a really high score to do it.
Yep. Oh, I made my pinball.
Excellent. You play a good game. You don't get anywhere close to the score, but yeah, please take a check and play pinball. You play the shit out of it for a while, and the other two are like, He apparently is not just a spellcaster, he's a pinball wizard.
Pinball wizard. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I realised I hadn't rolled skill ups from the last time I played.
You suck.
From going to bed at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I ask for change.
They give you 4 token things.
I also do.
They also give you... Now, both of you guys give me spot hidden rolls at half, because Pete's over there just playing the shit out of his pinball thing.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys notice that when he's reaching into the cash drawer of the machine, it's empty, but then when he does that, then he hands you 4 tokens. So you're like, either he's really, really good at sleight of hand, or they're appearing as he's grabbing them out. Either way. Or he's actually Darren Brown in disguise. God, that'd be funny as shit if a movie was ever made of this and they were using Darren Brown. He's like, Stop it! Stop controlling my mind! Would you guys like to go play a little pinball?
Yes.
Sure, give me your pinball skill at a quarter and win stuff. It does say that there's a prize for beating the certain score that they've got up there. 1 prize per customer type thing. Yeah. Well, actually, it's not 1 prize per customer, because if you do it 4 times, then by God, take 4 of them. I don't care. Stock up on them like they're Ovaltine rings. Yeah.
Is it being broken into right now?
Pardon? No, you're
Mechanical rolls.
Oh no, he's doing
No.
his skill ups.
I hadn't done my skill ups from when I last played.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what's he doing over there?
He's just
No.
yeah, fuck this machine.
I was doing my skill ups while you guys, and I just paused so you can do your pinball.
I thought you were like getting out your multi-tool.
Yeah.
Glenn also gets a check and play pinball, but he does not get amazing enough score to score a prize.
All right. No.
Now keep in mind, each of you guys gets 4 attempts.
Yeah,
But
4 quarters.
yeah, you've got 4 quarters. So you don't have to use them now, but if you don't, keep track of the tokens, and there's nothing that keeps you from losing them or blowing them up or eating them or something.
Do they count as
Magic items?
magical items?
No.
Okay.
Good question.
That's a brilliant question. It's a kind of insightful, like, is there a way to fucking just jar the system a little bit that I've come to expect out of my players?
Actually, no, I didn't. That's from there.
Number 2 is not working.
Mm-hmm.
I have fumbled.
No problem. You hit the ball, it goes up, and it goes right down between the flippers. You don't even, it doesn't even touch anything. It just, that was a great game, you say. Look, I'm having fun.
I've got one last chance here. Stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, roll them as fast or as slow as you want. It's all good.
No.
Oh, no problem. Make a note that in season 8, you can come back and get change for $1 again if you would like. Assuming this place is still standing, hasn't been blown up, eaten, whatever horrible shit happens to it. That is, you know.
I will try again.
Yeah.
Play my skill 10.
Then it's at a quarter plus 10. So just roll super low and we'll figure it out is what it comes down to. In your case, I think it's like 15 if you got to learn a 20.
Yeah.
Cool. You tripled your chances there.
Nope.
Cool. By the way, if you want to try your quarter, you can as well.
Tie a little string to it.
Try once more.
Yeah. Hey, you guys had a better first round of pinball than the other groups. They just pretty much everything was horrible for them. They're like, I hate this game. Let us go and destroy some worlds. So, is everybody done playing pinball?
Nah. I was letting them do theirs. I'll do my other 3 coins.
Just mash the button 3 times quick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Would I pinball? 1, 2. Ooh.
Close.
By half, but not quite a quarter.
This is a damn good game. He almost got up to the score required.
And straight down the middle.
Yay! Cool. Other than that, there's normal menu items up here, normal stuff that you've seen before at the A&W. Everything else seems to be as it was.
Does the pinball machine have like a manufacturer stamp of where it came from?
No. Take a card.
Does it have a theme?
Pretty girls.
And I got another play immediately.
Yay.
The post-traumatic stress.
Jesus. Here we go. This is what happens when women are allowed to play pinball.
It was too much. It was too much for me.
Too much
And
excitement.
this is what led to Freddie losing his hand and
Yes.
having to have his hand cut off.
Yes, it
This
is.
very card. I'm just warning you now that this is what led to Freddie having to keep his hand cut off.
Yep, I'll move you guys back to the original page so we can see what kind of fun shit happens to her. Okay, so post-traumatic stress, you say?
Yeah. So, number 2. Flight.
No problem. She is so angry or frustrated or freaked out by the bad pinball playing, she runs out of the fucking door and down the street.
There she goes.
It didn't even give me a chance with the flipper. It went straight down.
Chase after her.
No problem. Eventually she calms back down and stuff. Maybe you could take her to the doctor's office and, you know, treat her for a mild case of female hysteria where they tell her that she's got ghosts in her blood and needs opium.
You need a nice glass of whiskey.
If they treated more women with that, I'm sure that the women would be okay with that. It's like, yeah, I'm angry. Here's a glass of whiskey.
Sounds better than shock therapy.
Yes, yes, it does. All right, continuing on with your little tour of the town. The bank, you hold on, let me get you back to the picture page. For all those listening and not able to see the pictures, this is why you need to get in on the game. The bank itself looks like it always does, except there's no customers. There's just people waiting behind the thing for customers to come, but they don't seem to be doing any real business. You don't see the vault from where you're at, but you know that if you go on the side of the thing and then around, if it's like before, there should be 4 people with rifles to shoot at you. And then the vault.
Hello.
The lady behind the counter goes, "Hello, may I help you?" She says, "Welcome to the bank. May I help you?"
Can I get change for $1?
"Oh, we are expecting our money shipment on Saturday. I'm sorry."
You don't have any money.
No.
Not even $1.
She opens a drawer, it's completely empty, and you're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
What about if we wish to get a safety deposit box?
"I'm sorry, we do not offer safe deposit boxes here.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with?"
Why are you open?
"We're open every Friday."
In case someone wants to deposit something.
"Oh, I'm sorry, we don't accept accounts."
Don't accept accounts.
What do you do?
She looks around and she goes, "Hello."
What's the square root of -1?
She just looks at you blankly.
Don't destroy the world, Pete.
Pete and Scott take a card. All right. That's the bank. Yeah. Talking to them, pretty much useless. Bed and breakfast you've been to. Bolorama, when you go over there, it seems to be closed, and there's a sign on that says Friday is league bowling only, no non-league play. So unless you want to beat down the door, you can't get in. Clem's looks...
It's locked?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those mostly glass doors, though. I mean, getting in is super easy if you're really determined to, but no, it's locked up and there's a sign in there. You do see some guy cleaning in there. He's running a vacuum cleaner and stuff like that. There's nobody else in there. Just some poor bastard getting ready for league night.
All right. Maybe we'll come back later.
Just like the Terminator. Clem's looks like every other Clem's. In fact, Clem is in there.
Is the back room a void?
You go over and open up. Yes, it is.
Beautiful. I'll sit down in the barber's chair.
Howdy, what can I do you for?
Bit of grey around the temples and a goatee, please.
Yes, sir. Right, you guys watch him. Clem installs some gray, and he just brushes on his chin. The little goatee appears.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Just making sure Clem's working.
Okay. You're thinking if he gets all white hair and then the goatee with the mustache, then maybe he can try to look like Colonel Sanders and then sell chicken.
I was testing non-standard functions to see if they were still working, basically.
Oh, and then Clem does something unexpected. Let's see. As soon as you mentioned functions, hold on a second. Let me find it. There it is. It's in alphabetical order, bastards. Clem says, "Warning. Odd power buildup occurring in Old Burlington. Warning, entire zone is completely underwater. Be advised, hazardous environment. Warning, power buildup may interfere with, damage, or destroy barbershop functions. Would you like to go there now? Yes, no." He appears to only be addressing McKay, who's sitting in a chair with his goatee and white above the ears.
No, not at this stage.
As soon as you say no, he goes back to doing barber things of like adjusting things and cleaning things. Normal Clem.
I'm assuming Clem's is going to be underwater, so I don't particularly wish to go there and find myself underwater and with no means of telling Clem's to come back here.
It'd be awkward for you.
Mm-hmm.
Be bad.
Very bad. But interesting that he's mentioned Old Burlington.
Howard build-up. So do you know if anyone dealt with the jester bullshit down the void?
Not far as I know. I don't know what people have been up to recently.
Okay.
So many plots. So many plots. That's what happens when you get 3 fucking months to prep. Oh. Walking down the street, fucking Lasso grabs Glenn's leg and toes him off. Here's the plot. No! No! So that's Clem's. Moving on your tour, unless you're wanting to alter it. Curl Up and Die. It appears to be the women's hair salon with the oversized hair dryer that in the old night. Now, Sheila, a lot of this is going to sound very sexist, but it's the 1950s perspective, okay?
Did you want to see if you could hook into the hive mind again, Sheila? Dana?
Now, as soon as Pete gets close to it, the door goes closes, and you hear it lock go.
Interesting.
Not sure what's up with that. So,
Back away
unless you're
slowly.
wanting to
I will back away and see if Dana can approach it.
When you back away far enough that it doesn't look like you're going to make a rush for it, then you hear the lock disengage, Sheila.
Did you want to try and see if you could go forward by yourself and see what happens, Dana?
Yeah.
There's a lot of other women that appear to be gossiping and such, looking at the horrible 1950s women's magazines with these fucking huge hairdryer things.
I have successfully survived the brain melt once.
I don't mean necessarily go in and sit down in a chair. Just whether or not you can even get to the door without it locking.
Yes. Let us slowly investigate.
No problem. Yeah, you go in and do a cautious investigation of the thing. None of the women try to grab you or anything like that. They're just sitting there going, "Oh yes, my son," blah blah blah. You know, all that. And they're also talking the way women do, where all of them are talking at once, yet somehow able to understand what everybody else is saying, as opposed to the way men talk, where if the guy talks and the other guys try talking over him, then there's a fight. So yeah, on a very surface level, it appears to be a very normal hairdressing salon thing, with the exception that nobody actually seems to be like taking off the dryers or getting any hair done. They just seem to be sitting under the dryers gossiping.
I think they belong to Dana now.
Yeah,
You did learn a couple of things, didn't you, when you merged with it last time? Something about being able to tap into it or something? I can't remember.
Yes.
It was a while.
I became a part of a collective idea, and I can tap into magic points if I make the skill roll for it. Then once a day, zones that have magic, I have an extra 10 MP.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. The women seem comfortable with Dana and acknowledge her as one of them.
Good Friday to you, ladies. Good Friday.
All of them in the fucking creepiest way possible. I'll stop their conversations, look at her, go, Happy Friday in perfect unison. It's like,
Are you guys looking through the window?
No, we can't get
Pete's
close.
way the fuck back. Scott, I don't know if Scott's been banned from this or not. I don't have his name down.
I'm keeping my distance.
Yeah, you guys watch this, and then they all go back to talking like nothing just happened. That's creepy as fuck.
All right, here's something as fun as jumping through the void in a spacesuit. Is there an empty chair?
Of course.
Did you want to try and do something so you can get some cards first?
Oh.
That's not a horrible idea. Would you like to continue your tour and maybe come back later?
For example, I have a reroll card, which obviously I cannot trade to you until you get some cards.
I feel the presence of Joshua's sanity.
Do not! Screams Joshua.
And I'll back away after
Okay.
making a show of looking at the nail polishes.
No worries. The door even opens for you when you draw close and closes behind you. The women all stop talking, glare at McKay, and then go back to talking. And
I can't even remember what I did to cause that. I know,
something.
I know there was a fixer that I hid in there, and he stupidly sat down in a chair and got absorbed into it, which caused us not to be able to get any information out of him after that, strangely enough.
Awkward. So, moving on.
Yeah.
You guys head over to...
We pulled apart some of it.
You guys head over and get a look at the doctor and see a 1950s extremely sexist ad on one of the walls.
Vitamins for Pep for vitamins.
Peppy. But yeah, the doctor looks like he's got a big fucking syringe. He's like, he says,
He's just standing there with it.
yes. He kind of like opens the door like, are you coming in? He's got this big syringe.
I've got a picture of, and I can't remember what movie or that from. I think it might have actually been Dr. H. St. John's with the eyes, not Marty Feldman, but that other guy whose eyes are slightly.
This is the guy. He is from St. John's.
Oh, there he is there. Oh, I didn't even see the image. I hadn't scrolled up.
Yeah, no, McKay recognizes him from St. John's and knows.
Yeah.
If you're
that
sick,
is who I was speaking of, and I hadn't actually scrolled up.
if you McKay, I'm sure remembers this guy from St. John's, and so you know that if you're ever sick of one of the other PC's shit, you simply take him here for treatment, and that'll be the end.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Moving on with your different places, there's the fire station where you get to see a large collection of hunky men who seem to have no skills other than standing around wishing they had a fire to go put out or something. And possibly waiting for the next fucking calendar to get released. I don't know. Oh, there it is. And move map. Here's some of, well, they're not as hunky as like modern day firemen, but I'm sure they're very brave. And I'll get to Long's clothing in a second. Flowers by Irene is still there. It looks like a flower store.
Irene Green.
Yes. Something interesting that's different. She has a red, kind of a L-shaped telephone on the counter. that McKay immediately recognizes, and perhaps you other guys do as well.
Well,
Agent
that's
phone.
unusual, but well, no.
No?
Village phone,
Card McKay.
and the fact that the only place that used to have a phone was the police station.
Moving on with your tour. And let's see. Let me make a note. Hardware Corner looks just like it always has. The same old bastard in the brown slacks, white shirt with rolled up sleeves and leather multi-pocketed vest. And he's wearing the green poker player hat, which is called Green Eye Shades for reasons. He's still there. Long Clothing, Robert Long still working it, the kind of long-limbed, tall guy, where you can get your 1950s fashion. They don't sell watches here still, Pete. Moo Cow Dairy actually seems to currently be manned. Yes, as opposed to the guy brutally killed and shit like that.
Job taken over by Mildred and Alex, yes. After brutally killing the Dora or the escapee from Cyberpunk.
Pete's got a hell of a memory. You also notice that
is his name Arnold?
No.
Really?
Yeah, the Milkman? That's some other name.
Okay. Because previously, because the clothing actually had Arnold on him. Previously, what name is on it?
It just says Milkman.
Okay, interesting.